If you have a gut feeling about something, it's usually in your best interest to listen to it. I'm not saying that you should go out and rob a bank if your gut told you it was a good idea. All I'm implying is that common sense and well-being can most likely be guided from your first implication of something, and more often than not, it can save your life. I learned this lesson when I was very young, about 10 years of age. I lived in a quaint little gray house in a small suburb. My parents had solid jobs, and my school and social lives were healthy. I was friends with pretty much everyone in town, and no one seemed to have a problem with me. All in all, I lived a good life. That is until that fateful night. It was a cold winter evening, the snow leaving a faint dust of white on the entire town. My parents had gone out to see a movie and had left me with a babysitter, an elderly woman who lived down the road from us. She seemed nice enough and even let me stay up late and watch television with her. When I finally went to sleep, she took me in and kissed me goodnight in a pleasant, grandmotherly sort of way. She then leaned closer to me and whispered softly, "Keep your back to the window in your room. If you hear a tapping on your window, whatever you do, don't look behind you." I was scared by her words, but shrugged it off as a shrewd attempt to frighten me. Laughing quietly to myself, I watched as she turned out the lights and left the room, leaving me in total darkness. Still a little bit unnerved by her warning, I moved into a weary form of unconsciousness. Sometime in the middle of the night, I heard it, a faint tap at my window. Remembering my babysitter's advice, I lay still in my bed, fully awake but too afraid to blink, let alone look in the direction that the noise was coming from. Again I heard it. The tapping was growing louder and more urgent. I pulled my covers around my head and ducked underneath my pillow, but still I could hear the tap, tap, tap on the window behind me. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, I found the courage to slowly lift my head from under the covers. The tapping stopped as soon as my head broke free of the blankets surrounding me. I foolishly believed that whatever had been tormenting me was gone. Somewhere in the back of my mind, my common sense was screaming at me to simply close my eyes and go back to sleep. Instead, I cautiously turned my head to look at my bedroom window. I saw two eyes leering through the glass, staring at me. They were bright yellow and they shone in the moonlight. The rest of the figure was purely in shadow. It had the shape of a disfigured man. He appeared to be hunched over as if carrying a heavy weight on his back, and his gnarled, clawing hands was pressing firmly against the glass. Naturally, I screamed, but when the babysitter ran inside my room and turned on the lights, the man had gone. Crying into her arms, I told her that I hadn't listened to her warning, that there was a man outside my window. The police were called and search was ensued, but there was no sign of anyone ever been near my window. No handprints on the glass, no footprints in the snow. I am now in my late 30s, and to this day, that figure of a man still haunts me. I refuse to look behind me when I sleep, but I know he's there. I can feel his yellow eyes fixated on my back, watching me. I know that if I let my guard down for a single moment, if I ever turn around to stare at him again, it'll be the last thing I ever see. So as you read this, Whether it be during a well-lit summer day or a cold December night with the lights turned off, I beg you, don't look behind you.